Okay, so Joe Potter here with Vintage Underground. It's 6:30 in the morning. We are getting ready to go dig an Abarth out of a container or an old delivery truck body or something. We're leaving early. It's supposed to be hot today. We'll see if we can get this thing out before it gets too hot and amongst the cobwebs and the dirt.
So this is my 6th Fiat Abarth based vehicle. So it is a Fiat 850 converted by Abarth into the 1000 TC. It's a convertible. It would be my first actual Abarth convertible, which is a great thing to have at this point.
It's gotta be this one. You got bolt cutters, Mike?
This is a 1967 Abarth OT Spider. Fiat produced Spiders from 1967 through 73. I think only a few early examples were made as Abarths. The early Spiders had the sloped headlamps, also known as the Mira headlamp. In 1968, they went to the US spec upright headlamps.
Oggi più giovane e più bella.
I was talking to a friend of mine and he said, oh, I know of this 1000 OT Roadster if you're interested. And so we came over here, we opened up the door, we glanced in, and this is basically what I saw with a bunch of boxes around it. And it's like, well, okay, it looks pretty solid as best I can tell. We've got the hard top, we've got the soft top cover here that fits on in place of that, as I remember. Interior's not too bad as is. We'll have to go through, clean it up, see exactly what things are looking like. But we've got everything pretty much original. It's definitely US bottle. It says water, it says fuel as opposed to benzina. That should be the original crank for the engine.
Has it got the ABA?
Yeah, here we go. ABA 202, yeah. 7 of 67, 1967.
So that should be the 1 liter crank.
1387, that's a 1 liter crank. That's a standard cast crank. You can see the difference there. So we've got a bunch of additional Abarth parts here. We've got the correct crank. We've got a bunch of correct parts. We've got a correct block.
So that
nice
should be
original cast Abarth.
the wide body, and it should be level where the 850 wasn't. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not.
It's got a slant to the
slanted. I guess
the bottom
I guess
versus
they would
the.
have mounted the motor the same way they did the 850.
Yep.
And has crown on.
Yeah. Pretty high compression. That might be higher than we want to go in this engine.
Yeah. I've never
That's probably
seen Aries pistons in a Fiat.
The highly polished Abarth connecting rods. Just kind of their own little beautiful artistic thing.
Here too.
Yeah. Those look like standard rods, and
That's a little bit of a funky bowl on them.
Yeah.
We got heads. Heads we're gonna have to figure out. S62.
Yeah, those appear to be the same part number, but definitely different castings.
None of them have been augered out or.
Yeah. Pretty stock.
Just a 903. 850 block.
Yeah. We've got most of what we need to actually build this back up into what it should be. It has an engine in it. The engine in it's somewhat of an unknown quantity, so we'll have to take it out and look at it. It may be actually an original Abarth engine as well.
27.
Plates and everything, our numbers all match, so it's definitely the genuine numbers for this Fiat tag.
Digital jack still has a sticker on it.
Cool. Another head here. It's different from the other one.
Still S62.
That one's ported.
Yeah, that's ported
That's
probably to
ported
match that
other
intake.
one. That might be
Yeah.
our head.
Yep. So you can see how heavily ported that is. So, yeah, that might be our correct head for this. 68.
Original Fiat gasket set. 850 coupe Spider. That's pretty cool. Oh, two of them.
Yep. Oil pump. Or oil pickup.
Another flywheel. Oh, this was, that's interesting. So it's been modified.
Yeah. Is that a pressure relief?
Yeah.
On there, so,
they're
yeah.
they're managing that inside the pan. This pickup's a little unique too.
Well, the depth of our pan is going to be different with Abarth pans anyway, so.
Here are a set of Mura headlamps.
This thing actually fits the same headlamp as the Lamborghini Miura.
So this has got, if they're in good shape, with the original flat headlights, Mura headlamps on it. Here's a complete and good intact set. These are really valuable, especially the Lamborghini guys.
Yeah. One of the things that can make these cars somewhat expensive to restore if you don't have them.
The early Spyders had the sloped headlamps, also known as the Mura headlamp. In 1968, they went to the US spec upright headlamps. I think there were a total of about 140,000 Spyders, and only the early cars were the Series 1 like this, and not a lot of this body style were made.
If you look at it, you can see from the tags, it was last registered in California, October 1981, so 37 years off the road at least. Half the mystery of doing these is going to be figuring out what do we actually have, what do we not have. Should be straight.
So there are very few of them now, especially the Abarth version. Nothing as exotic as a Zagato-bodied Abarth Fiat, but still a pretty cool and rare car. These are rare, but the main reason they are rare is that most of them rusted quickly and were scrapped. These were never built to last, and they didn't. The US actually implemented a recall 10 years after the cars were out of production, forcing Fiat to recall them.
Fiat 850 Coupé e Spider, le sportive d'attualità.
The goal is to basically restore the car somewhat sympathetically, not necessarily trying to turn it into a concourse car, but get it out and drivable and get it back out on the road. It's a complete, intact, correct car, nice steel hard top and everything, along with a convertible top. It'll be a great one to have over the summer.